FNaF News. I'm your host, the TNT Muffin, and today we're going to be talking about Funko, Youtoos, Hex, the FNaF movie, and more. Now, starting off with the Hex news, we got our first look at the Cupcake plush. Now, this, I believe, is supposed to be Mr. Cupcake from the movie, and from what we can see of it, it looks pretty good. It's not a super good image of it, so we can't really see the details on it, but from this, it does look decently accurate. There will be changes made, like the shape of it, the colors, and the eye placement are going to be changed, so I'm curious to see what the final design looks like. Also, a really cool thing about it is the mouth is going to be able to open up. That's something I was hoping for before I had found out it's actually a feature, so I'm very happy to hear about that. Definitely don't buy this thing if your house is haunted, because it might chew your face off, but if it's not, this is a really cool plush. Big Cupcake fan over here, you guys should totally give me one of those. Also, the Nightmare Yawn wave of stuff is going to be releasing September 13th, so very soon, might be out by the time this video releases. It's going to feature the Nightmare Yawn plush, a hat, a shirt, and a pin. Pretty cool wave of stuff there. We also found out that within this wave, there's also going to be another shirt, which is this Fazbear Fright shirt. It's also been stated that they plan on getting these things to people's houses before Halloween. We've also gotten new in-person looks at some plushies, like Roxanne Wolf, which I believe this is our first time seeing in hand. We've also got Baby, and then Montgomery Gator and Glamrock Chica. This is our first look at the Montgomery Gator plush. It looks pretty cool. I think from the side view, it looks really good with the snout coming out there. Not as good from the front, but I like how it looks. And his guitar is huge, that I think is like the biggest prop we've gotten so far from Hex, which is interesting. I already mentioned it in a different video, but they also showed us the Funtime Foxy plush, because Daco brought it to PAX West. And along with that, wait, let me go get it. Those Security Breach plushies are going to be coming in this bag. I don't know if this is the final design of it or not, but something very similar to this. If you're wondering how I got this, I stole it from Daco at PAX. Along with those, we got a new look at the Bon Bon hand puppet, which has had a slight design change, with the eyes definitely being different. Definitely an improvement. I think the eyes before didn't look very good. These look a lot better. And the final Hex thing is they revealed this pin of Ennard holding the exotic butters. Our next piece of news is plush news, but not FNaF, because my plush is finally out. So you can pick one of these guys up, the TNT Muffin Plush made by Onej. I believe they're going to be out for only 2 weeks, so get them while you can if you want one. Also, leave a comment down below with the dynamite emoji in it, and I'll let someone have a TNT Muffin plush for free. And speaking of plushies, Youtoos has revealed our first look at the Mimic plush. So this is a drawing of the Mimic plush. It looks just like the figure, but in plush form. Very detailed and very accurate looking. I think it looks good. I assume there's going to be a lot of printing on this guy, but if there's not, I think that sounds like a really sick plush. And something else super sick they revealed is this look at a new version of the Springtrap figure. Clearly, he's ripping open the mouth to reveal his corpse face underneath, like the FNaF 3 death screens, which is really awesome. I believe the only merch we've gotten of this in the past was the Mystery Mini, which is extremely rare, so I'm very excited to get this. I assume this is going to be releasing alongside the Phantom animatronic figures. I am very excited for that. Another figure, this time a lot smaller, is we got a look at a little monitor buddy, Chica. So I assume we're going to be getting a set of FNaF 1 monitor buddies, one of them being Chica here, which has a pretty cute design. I don't know why the cupcake's on the bib. Maybe it's too small to have words or whatever, but looks cute. Some other merch is that FYE has just released a new Fizzy Faz of the Roxanne Wolf grape one. What's it called? Rockin' Grape. I was surprised that they made this another Roxanne Wolf Fizzy Faz drink, but now that does complete all of the Fizzy Faz drinks from Security Breach. So if they ever end up making a soda in the future, it's gonna have to be like Soda-Roni or something from Help Wanted 2. And if you don't want to drink it straight out of the bottle, want to pour it into something, they also just released this new cup. This one is of Toy Chica, and I believe that finishes off all of the toy animatronic cups, so I'm curious what they're gonna make next. They also made these 5 micro puzzles featuring the Withered animatronics and Mangle. I don't know why companies keep doing this with the Withered animatronics and Mangle instead of like Mangle with the other toys, or like putting Withered Golden Freddy with the Withereds. Kinda weird, but there's that. And speaking of which, another company is doing that. Funko with a new line of pop figure. You heard me right there, Funko is making pop figures of the Withered animatronics. This is a leak from Scarlet Joker on Twitter saying we're going to be getting pop figures of Withered Freddy, Withered Bonnie, Withered Chica, Withered Foxy, and a 6-inch Mangle figure. That sounds like an awesome wave of FNaF pop figures. They've been killing it recently with the detail, like on the Ruin ones. Those looked great, so I'm very excited to see what these guys are gonna look like. And I believe that's our first, like, jumbo-sized FNaF pop figure. It's not like jumbo, but a little bit bigger than usual, and it's gonna be Mangle. That's gonna be so sick. We've been waiting for Withered animatronic stuff from Funko for ages. So glad they're finally doing it. Some other things that you might call figures is that Tubbz has finally revealed the FNaF rubber ducks. We've got one here of Freddy, which looks pretty cute. Basically, Freddy's head put onto a duck body. We've got Foxy, which looks really good as well. The Foxy head on the duck body. He's got a little bit of withering there, and his hook as well. We've got Bonnie, and he's actually playing his guitar with his little duck hands. Or, I guess, wings. And of course, the one that makes the most sense to make into a rubber duck is Chica, who's actually also holding the cupcake. This one's really funny to me because they're all, like, really stylized, and then Chica's just holding straight up the cupcake from the game. But yeah, they did a great job with these. They look really cute while still looking like the characters and being rubber ducks. My favorite is, of course, Chica. I've been wanting a Chica rubber duck for a bit now, and it's really sweet to be seeing it. I think it looks really good. I can't wait to make myself a bubble bath and play with these 4 little guys in there. Speaking of the FNaF 1 animatronics, a photo op for the FNaF movie has been set up at Universal Studios Hollywood. This is located at the end of the studio tour. I don't know if you can actually go over to it and take a picture with it, or if it's gonna be for later, but that's sick. Since they do have more FNaF stuff there, it makes me wonder, are we gonna be getting something big for Halloween Horror Nights this year? Only one way to find out, which is by waiting about a month. I mean, we've gotta. It was the biggest horror movie last year, Blumhouse's biggest movie. They've gotta have something cool. I really hope so. And speaking of theme parks, apparently the Sally Corp ride could still happen. Now, this was very surprising to hear because we haven't heard about this thing in absolutely ages. But apparently, like, if a theme park ends up buying the ride, they can still do that, and this thing can still be made. Along with that, we also got an image of a Foxy statue that they made, which does just look like the Funko Foxy action figure. So hopefully, if they ever do make this ride, they make something a little bit better than that. But yeah, that's super sick. So if any of you guys watching own a theme park, you can make this ride a reality. My mentality. Everything changes so rapidly. Also, Cloak just released a new line of clothing and a puzzle. It is all, of course, very expensive, but there's some pretty cool stuff in there. I really wish the things weren't insane prices, because that Foxy jacket actually looks pretty cool. I like the back of it, but it's like $130, which is just so crazy. I'm not buying that. And the game Funko Fusion has just released, so if you thought that game looked fun, it's time for the joy to have begun. Finishing off the news, we've got some book stuff here. The cover has been revealed for the sticker book that's going to be releasing. A lot of FNaF AR renders on there. And then we also got a cover for the Escape the Pizzaplex interactive novel with Monty on the cover. This is going to be a pretty interesting interactive novel because you're playing as Cassie inside the Pizzaplex. From what I've heard, the interactive novels are pretty cool. Like, I've heard A Week Before is really interesting. I've definitely gotta, like, watch a video on them or something eventually, but this, I assume, is gonna be super interesting as well, playing as Cassie. Curious to see what's in there. But that is all the news we have today. So if you want to subscribe, you can click the button on top of my head. If you want to watch one of my last news videos, you can click that button over there. And if you want to see some other video I made, you can click that button over there. And I'll see you when we get some more news on FNaF being at Universal Studios.